Physics Class 11 Chapter 6 Work, Energy and Power. Example 6.8. To simulate car accidents, auto manufacturers study the collisions of moving cars with mounted springs of different spring constants. Consider a typical simulation with a car of mass 1000 kg moving with a speed 18.0 km per hour on a smooth road and colliding with a horizontal mounted spring of spring constant 6.25 into 10 power 3 Newton per meter. What is the maximum compression of the spring? Here we are given mass of the car 1000 kg and velocity 18 km per hour. We convert this into meter per second, we get 5 meter per second. At maximum compression, the kinetic energy of the car is converted entirely into potential energy of spring. Now, at maximum compression, the kinetic energy of car will be totally converted into potential energy of the spring. Now, kinetic energy is given as 1 by 2 mv square. So, we want to write kinetic energy of moving car 1 by 2 mv square. So, let us place the value 1 by 2 as it is. Mass is 1000, that is 10 power 3 into v square, that is 5 square. So, 5 into 5. Simplify, you get 1.25 into 10 power 4 joule. At maximum compression Xm, the potential energy V of spring is equal to the kinetic energy K of moving car. Okay, so at maximum compression I am calling it Xm. Okay, the potential energy of V of the spring is equal to the kinetic energy of the moving car. Therefore, from the principle of conservation of mechanical energy, this formula we have got V equal to 1 by 2 K Xm square. Okay, and the potential energy, this kinetic energy will be equal to the potential energy of the spring, right? We have written here that at maximum compression, that is Xm, the potential energy V of the spring is equal to the kinetic energy of moving car. So this is potential energy V and this is the kinetic energy of the moving car. So V equal to 1 by 2 K Xm square equal to this value, okay, because it is equal, right? So here 1.25 into 10 power 4 joule. Here Xm square as it is equal to 1.25 into 10 power 4. These two if you transfer, it will go in the numerator and K in the denominator. They have also given us value of K equal to 6.25 into 10 power 3 Newton per meter. Okay, so let us place the value. So here 1.25 into 10 power 4 into 2 divided by K value, this one which is given in the question, 6.25 into 10 power 3. Okay, so when you divide these two, you get 0.2 into this 2 into 10 power 4 divided by 10 power 3 is 10 power 4 minus 3. So this 0.2 into 2 is 0.4 into this value is 10. This gives you 4. This value is Xm square. So Xm square is equal to 4. Take a square root. So Xm equal to 2. So that is solution for example 6.8. Consider example 6.8, taking the coefficient of friction mu to be 0.5 and calculate the maximum compression of the spring. So in the question example 6.9, we have to use the data from example 6.8. Okay, and what is given is coefficient of friction is given to mu is equal to 0.5. Okay, the scenario is here. This is the car. Okay, the weight of the car, because of the weight of the car, the gravitational force is downward, given as mg, and the normal force is n, which is equating each other, okay, balancing each other. This is the spring, this is the horizontal surface. Here the spring will be, because of the spring the force is kx, and because of the friction force it is mu mg. Okay, and this is the horizontal axis, you call it as a x-axis. Okay, so this is given and this is a scenario of our calculation or of our question. In the presence of friction, both spring force and frictional force act so as to oppose the compression of the spring. Now see, here we are given a coefficient of friction mu, right? That means there is a presence of friction. So in the presence of friction, both the spring force and the frictional force act so as to oppose the compression of the spring. So they will oppose the compression of the spring. Okay, so the forces will be oppose the compression of the spring. Spring compression is this side, then it will oppose the compression of the spring. Why? Because of the presence of the frictional force. The change in kinetic energy delta K is equal to kinetic energy final minus kinetic energy initial, kf minus ki, equal to the final kinetic energy is 0 minus initial will be 1 by 2 mv square. Okay, the work done by the net force W equal to minus 1 by 2 kxm square minus mu mg xm. Now by work energy theorem, change in kinetic energy equal to the work done. Okay, so equating both these equations, right? Change in the kinetic energy and the work done by the net force. Okay, so we equate both these by using the work energy theorem. So minus 1 by 2 mv square equal to this value minus 1 by 2 kxm square minus mu mg xm, multiplying by minus 2. Okay, because here 2 is there, all are negative, so I am multiplying both the side by minus 2. So you multiply by minus 2, then you get here mv square equal to, here multiply by minus 2, so you get here minus will become plus, here kxm square, this minus will become plus, you have to multiply by 2, so 2 into mu mg xm. Now we shall write this in a quadratic equation. Okay, quadratic form where xm is the variable, right? Because we have to find the value of xm. So I keep here k xm square as it is plus this value as it is 2 mu g m xm, and this mv square transfer, so it becomes negative minus mv square, and here remains 0. Now comparing with the quadratic equation ax square plus bx plus equal to 0, then we know the value of x is given as minus b plus or minus square root of b square minus 4ac by 2a. Okay, we will take only positive square root here, right? We will not take the negative. So here let us compare this. So here a value is k, b value is 2 mu gm, and c value is minus mv square. Okay, so let us place the value. So xm equal to minus b is this value 2 mu gm. Okay, 2 mu gm plus or minus under the square root b square. So square of this. So I am squaring this, 2 square mu square j square m square minus 4ac. So 4 a is k into c. C is minus mv square. Okay, from here you can take 4 is there, so 4 common, and if you take the 4 out of the square root, it will be 2. So here also minus 2 is there, here 2 is there, and here 2. So everywhere you can cut the 2. Now place all the numerical values. Okay, using example 6.8 and 6.9, put all the numerical values. If you place all the numerical values here, then you get the answer xm, putting the numerical values and simplify. When you simplify, you get xm equal to 1.35 meter. So that is the maximum compression. Okay, they asked us to find the what is the maximum compression. So we find it is 1.35 meter. So that is solution for example 6.9. Now suppose when the forces are acting on a body, they are conservative plus non-conservative, then what happens? Okay, if two forces acting on a body consist of a conservative force Fc and non-conservative force F and C, so both the forces are conservative and non-conservative forces are there, then by work energy theorem, work done equal to change in kinetic energy. This is the work energy theorem. So work done is change in you know that force into change in the displacement, or displacement into the force. So force, here the force is Fc, conservative force, and non-conservative force F and C. So the total will be Fc plus F and C, and suppose the displacement is delta S equal to change in kinetic energy delta K. Multiply inside, so Fc into delta K plus F and C into delta K equal to delta K. Delta X into delta K. Okay, this is X multiplying inside. But you know that Fc delta X is equal to minus delta V, change in the potential energy. Okay, negative of change in potential energy will be Fc into delta X. So we can put this value Fc delta X as minus of delta V. So I place here minus delta V plus F and C delta X. This F and C means non-conservative force equal to delta K. Minus delta V transfer, so it becomes plus. So here this as it is, here delta K plus delta V. This I can write as delta into K plus V, right? But this you know, the sum of the kinetic energy and potential energy is nothing but the mechanical energy. So this value I can put as E. So where E is a total mechanical energy. Okay, so we can write here F and C, that is non-conservative force, into delta X is equal to delta E. Over the path, okay, so suppose it is starting from the initial position to final position, then the mechanical energy, change in mechanical energy can be written as EF minus EI, that is mechanical energy at the final and initial, equal to, this is force into displacement, so that is nothing but work done, but work done by the non-conservative force, so you can write as W and C, where W and C equal to work done by non-conservative force which depends on particular path I to F. Okay, so that is the when a body has got two forces which are conservative as well as non-conservative, right? So we get the relation E of F minus or EF minus EI equal to W and C, that is work done by non-conservative force. We'll keep this much for today. Thank you very much.